Hello, Kansas City, and welcome to our next installment of Climate Conversations, a production of Climate Action KC in coordination with the Mid-America Regional Council. I'm Jeremy Knoll, and I'm here today with Brendan Wyckoff and Gary Downs of U.S. Engineering. Brendan and Gary, thank you very much for being with us here today.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for having us.
So, as you know, we're here as part of Built Environments Week in the Climate Action Plan collaborative prioritization process. And U.S. Engineering is an organization full of experts. Brandon's the Vice President of Administration, and Gary's the Senior Energy Engineer of U.S. Engineering, and have been instrumental in educating KC facility owners on the energy and other long-term benefits of well-executed facility maintenance, which also results in asset value retention and equipment reliability. So, Brendan and Gary, can you give us a little background on U.S. Engineering and your roles with facility maintenance programs?
Yeah, absolutely. So U.S. Engineering has worked for decades with building owners to educate them on what their systems are and how they perform. Our service technicians often get called out for emergency service repair calls that could be very preventable. We also hear stories of system designs that our technicians run across that weren't ever really set up the way they were designed to perform. So in Gary and I's roles, we've experienced lots of different scenarios.
Cool. So obviously building energy is crucial to our climate action plan. Building energy accounts for about 60% of the total greenhouse gas emissions in our region. So it's obviously one of our highest categories of emissions and priorities. So how can we best begin to bring this number down?
I think the best way to approach that is improving facility or building owner awareness of the process and of the program. Even if reducing emissions isn't part of an owner's strategic direction, there's often a lot of benefits on that return on investment that the owner can realize. You know, we have done projects to do exactly that, and a recent retrocommissioning project that we applied at St. Luke's East facility allowed them to reduce their greenhouse gases by about 6.5 million pounds from the project, and that resulted with a 1.3-year payback on the investment. So that's, you know, some of the benefits that can exist.
That's great. And 1.3 years is so quick for any kind of investment. That's great. So what do you feel like is being neglected in our region that could help reduce building emissions? What are we missing?
Yeah, I really think it's not having a strong motivator to learn. Failure to realize the cost benefits of reducing energy emissions is all over the place. Reducing emissions is really coming through the result, though, of having good data and the knowledge of what to do with that data once you have it in your hands.
Sure, that makes sense. So improving building energy efficiency resilience is not just about reducing emissions. So what co-benefits do you see with facilities maintenance programs, and what do those allow?
Well, there's several co-benefits, including long-term cost reduction with energy consumption, as well as prolonged equipment life, and critically in some situations, enhanced uptime or reliability of the systems. You know, once you have all those going, you know, some of the intangible or tangible benefits are building out comfort and balance, tuned operating of the mechanical systems, and that can reduce time to failure and improve uptime.
Sure. So having less sort of time in between
Yes.
in building systems. So for the final question, can you share what is your vision for a climate resilient Kansas City metro region?
Yeah, sure. Our vision really is one where our community can look at each other in the face, look at our neighbors, and know kind of without asking that they're doing their part and making an effort to help us advance as a region.
That's great. Thank you both so much. And I wanted to remind everybody, if this conversation has inspired you or piqued your interest, please join us in conversation at climateactionkc.mindmixer.com this week to share your vision for sustainable buildings in the Kansas City metropolitan region. Have a great day. Thank you.